Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over Selling Tampa, episode 3. All right. So basically, this episode, I think I can probably get through most of these episodes tonight because I was looking at the how long the episodes are, and they are not very long. Like I think this one's only like 26 minutes. I think the next one is like 30 minutes or 25 minutes, something like that. They're really not that long, so that's right up my alley. All right, so basically, Joanna stops by Sharelle's home. They were just Kiki having a conversation. Nothing really was going on. Sharelle was kind of still in shock that Joanna is separated or, basically, I guess, on the verge of a divorce. Anne and Colony go for drinks. They went on a double date. Now, I'm not going to lie. The dude that... Baby, that thing that Ann was on a date with, the one with the locks, ooh, girl, that thing was almost pushing gorgeous. Girl, I said, oh, it's Dad. I said, okay, Miss Ann. Girl. Anyways, Colony lets us know that her date didn't even pay for her bill. I don't know. Like, I get that just because you meet someone doesn't mean you're going to kick it off, right? But I do feel like it's just, I don't know, girl. Like, so I do have some kind of old school ways, I will admit. I just think that when a man and a woman go on a date, especially a first date, regardless if you like the woman or not, I think you should just pick up the tab. I really do. I really do. Unless it's just like, I don't know, unless it's just one of those dates where it's just kind of like, I don't know, I can't think of an example right now. But for the most part, I think that a man should pick up the tab. And especially if you are feeling the girl, you definitely should. But even if I guess if you're not, you're probably not going to see that person again because you're not feeling them. But I don't know, I just feel like it's tacky. Like, I don't know. I think it's tacky. I just think it's tacky. Anyways, the $8.5 million house. Anne lets us know that her client wants to put a lot into the property. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. And I said this in the last episode, I believe. Did I? I think I did. That man wants to pay that man wants to submit an offer for $3 million for a property that was listed at $8.5 million. What if you listed a property, your home, for $8.5 and someone came and offered you $3 million? Now, I guess there are a lot of, that would be a slap in the face for me. Like, I would probably curse someone out. Like, that's low-key borderline pushing disrespectful. You offer me $3 million for my $8.5 million house? Are the other homes in the area worth that much, right? Because sometimes, when you look at these shows like $1 Million Listing, it's like, well, the highest home sold in the area was 3.7, and you want to sell yours for 5.5, it's not going to work. But I've also seen, have y'all noticed that when you drive through some neighborhoods, how you may have all these homes that, kind of look the same, and then boom, you have that brand new spanking home just out the blue sitting right there in the middle of the neighborhood. Have y'all seen that before? I see it all the time in Houston. And I'm like, girl, where did this house come from, right? It does not match the aesthetic of any of the other homes in the neighborhood. It's kind of like you placing Kenya Moore's home in the middle of like some of the homes in the Potomac area. The aesthetic doesn't go with the other homes, so it just kind of sticks out, right? So I guess if it's like a brand new home, I don't know. I don't know anything about real estate. I don't know anything about buying a house, selling a house, nothing. So if the person says the house is listed at 8.5, I just think it's disrespectful for you to even try to submit an offer for $3 million. So Neil and Alexis, Sharelle has paired Alexis up with Neil because Alexis, I guess, isn't really the best at her job. She's an NFL wife. Her husband is about to retire. They go and see one of Neil's clients. Her name is Rhonda. And her house looks a mess to me. It's outdated. Tennille used a good word, eclectic, okay, aka tacky, okay. Anyways, I just didn't take that Tennille and Alexis really care for each other. They really give me somewhat of like a frenemy type of situation, right? Kind of like, hey girl, how you doing? Hey girl, how you doing? That's what they give me, right? As soon as they turn their back, they call each other B's and H's and stuff. Sharelle and Rena. Sharelle and Rena meet up. Sharelle and Rena meet up. Someone told Sharelle that Rena got her brokerage license. Sharelle feels some type of way because she feels as though she shouldn't have to hear about her agents on the street. Rena basically, lets her know that, she basically has to look out for herself and that she felt some type of way about them excluding her from the picture. Remember, they could have chosen the picture with her in it, but they didn't. And then this whole commission split, you come to us. Now, some of you were saying in the comment section that, Sharelle has to make money too. And I'm going to go out on a limb and give Sharelle the benefit of the doubt. I am, and say that maybe when she first did the commission split, she did it too low. Maybe the commission split should have been 80-20 to begin with. But I think that people also have to understand, even if Sharelle did make a mistake and she didn't do the commission split correct the first time, and it should have been 80-20 to begin with and not 95-5, you still have to understand that these people have grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And so for you to come in out the blue and be like, look, in 30 days, the commission split not going to be 95-5, it's going to be 80-20, that's BS to me. I'm sorry. That's Sharelle's fault. But again, I'm going to go ahead and try to give Sharelle the benefit of the doubt and say that, girl, maybe it should have been 80-20 to begin with, right? Sharelle basically lets Rena know that, well, that's how I feel. Basically, if I want to change the commission split, whenever you find out is when you find out. That's what she told Rena. Baby, Sharelle needs some management one-on-one. I'm just going to, let me just say this. I get that in this setting, it's not as, corporate style, It's kind of loose. It's kind of relaxed. It's not as uptight. So, the girls curse, it may not be a big deal. We know that in certain, professions, certain where you work at, cursing is not permitted. It's not allowed. It's a no-go. But even at my job, child, you could not curse. You couldn't say nothing. Girl, I remember one time, the HR manager, this was probably about, This is before the stuff hit. They had a meeting with us. And I remember the HR manager said straight up off the rip, she was talking about work etiquette. If we hear anyone curse, you're fired on the spot. That's how serious they were about cuss words. For real. And that was just the mile, girl. Okay? So I get that, some places are relaxed and it's not as, And maybe Sharelle is doing this because it's a TV show too. I have to give her that it's a TV show, so they have to entertain us. But girl, some stuff, Sharelle, girl, you need some management one-on-one, sweetie. This whole tit for tat, because you got your brokerage license, that means, well, don't be mad when I do the commission split and when you find out is when you find out. Girl, that's called unprofessionalism. And girl, quiet as it's kept, no one has to deal with that. And your way of trying to get out of a situation should not be basically telling your agent, if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. But that is not how you handle that type of situation. Anyways, girl. Ann tells her client that the $3 million is an insult and that maybe he can come up. He comes up $1 million to $4 million. Girl, that still ain't nothing. To me, it's nothing. The home is listed at 8.5. $4 million ain't nothing, girl, whatever. Alexis tells her husband that she sold 4 homes for Chanel. See, this is why I get confused. That I'm sorry. If we are in a commission, sales associates, if we are commission based, if I go and show your homes, I would assume for the real estate agents, y'all let me know. If I go and show a home, girl, that's my sale. Period. That's my sale. Alexis says she showed 4 homes of Chanel's to, I guess, 4 different people, and all 4 homes sold. Now, I don't know if Chanel had already showed the homes. I don't know. But Alexis said she showed the homes. The homes sold. Chanel took the commission. First of all, Alexis, why are you even showing those homes? Second of all, why are you showing those homes and not getting paid? Baby, Chanel would have had me up. How does that work, y'all? That's why I'm so confused. Your client is your client. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, if you want to hand her over to me, you can hand her over to me. Hand her all of it. The commission, everything. I don't know. This. Let me shut up. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm really going easy. Let me say something. I'm really going easy on this show because a lot of this stuff's not making sense to me, and I'm really trying to be nice because it's a show full of black women, and I'm trying to show my support. But girl, a lot of this ain't adding up. I'm gonna let it go, and y'all know it. Y'all know it's not adding up. It's too many hands on one house. Girl, no. This should be your house. Period. End of conversation. And if we are selling a home together, we should be splitting the commission. It's called a co-listing. Okay? Anyways, girl. Rena, Colony, and Ann, they meet up. Girl. Rena basically asks Ann and Colony would they consider basically leaving Allure Realty and coming to her new brokerage. And Ann is kind of on board. Colony is like, no, this is messed up. This is wrong. Y'all trifling. How could you do this? Like, girl, Sharelle is basically like, girl, you need to have some type of loyalty to Sharelle. Okay. Y'all know I'm a little biased when it comes to Rena. Y'all know I love me some Rena. Let me try to be fair. The reason why it's going to get tricky is because Rena is in her feelings right now, right? She's upset because she feels excluded. And then when I come and ask you questions that are legitimate questions and legitimate concerns, you shut me down like I'm some child. I'm a grown woman, right? And so Rena is at the end of her wits like, I'm done with this. Baby, I'm smart. Girl, I'm cute. Okay? Girl, I can sell a house. Girl, I got my brokerage license. Girl, I can go buy. I don't need to deal with none of y'all, right? So that's what Rena is on. But Rena also has to understand where it's kind of like, girl, like she said earlier, sometimes business, because her and Sharelle were friends, I think before she, I guess, kind of like started working for Sharelle, that sometimes that line can get blurry of personal and business. Like, Rena has to know that once it gets back to Sharelle, she's going to take it personally. As she probably should, because that's what I'm saying. Like, it starts to get real tricky because if we're supposed to be friends, if we were friends prior to us, you coming to work for me, at some point, girl, I guess there should be some type of loyalty. But Rena is just like, girl, I don't care. So does that make Rena trifling? Because Sharelle is supposed to be her friend. And girl, you trying to go behind Sharelle's back and steal not Alexis and Carla. Girl, you trying to steal her two best agents, okay? How you think Sharelle gonna feel about that? I probably would be pissed if I was Sharelle. Because I would pull the, girl, you supposed to be my friend card. But then Rena could pull, girl, as disrespectful as you are, you can't even put me in a picture. Right? Girl, it's gonna be a mess, girl. So Sharelle comes into the office the next day. I ain't gonna lie, baby Sharelle was bad. That jumpsuit that Sharelle had on, baby Sharelle came to sit in the office. I said, I guess, all right. So Ann, she wants to speak to Ann. First of all, why do you need to speak to Ann with Joanna in the office? The first thing I would have been like, why is Joanna here? If you need to have a conversation with me, then have a conversation with me. But other than that, we don't need to talk about anything. Not while Joanna is here. So she basically gets onto Ann. In this situation, I felt like Sharelle was 100% right. First of all, girl, you playing games. You are still sitting here entertaining this man with a $3 million offer, a $4 million offer, when the house is listed at 8.5. That's a slap in the face. So even if he did come up $1 million, it does not matter. That's still not enough. And then on top of that, you didn't even submit the offer because it's already pending. Someone already offered $7 million cash for the home. Now that would make sense. Even though the house is listed at $8.5 million, if someone is willing to offer $7 million cash, which means that I guess they don't have to go through the bank or anything, they can just say, here go the money, let's close, we done, right? Sharelle was right. And you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball by even leading your client to believe that $3 or $4 million was okay on an $8.5 million listed dollar home. Like, no, girl. And then you didn't even submit the offer. And even if you would have, it would have been rejected anyways because nobody's taking $4 million for an $8.5 million home. Nobody. Would you? Girl, when I tell you, baby, Miss Ann, Miss Ann left that office, honey. She grabbed them keys, baby. She threw that hair over her shoulders, honey. Baby, she got the popping down that street. Baby, they was playing that music in the background. Girl, Miss Ann was walking. I say you better walk. Baby, Miss Ann was walking, baby. Anyway, that was the episode. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.